was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with a girl named Spike. I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike.
You're listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Hello.
And Rick Johnson.
Hello.
We're on episode 183, High Fidelity, Part 1. Hannah, who sings High Fidelity?
Well, I didn't know, but Rick's background is Elvis Costello, so I'm guessing it's Elvis Costello.
And the Attractions.
And the Attractions.
Might possibly be my favorite Elvis Costello song.
Oh, wow.
It's a good one.
The
There's
video
lots of good
is
Elvis Costello songs, though.
amazing. The video for that song is amazing.
Is it like a white room? And
No, they're in some location. I'm gonna maybe say Hawaii or Morocco. It's just them playing on like steps. And at one point, Elvis Costello just leans over and falls into a pool. It's real good.
I can't
love that.
recall this. I can't recall this video. Hannah, how did things start?
Spinner's closing up the dots, and I guess Emma and Manny have been in there like all night.
And Peter, which is weird that they're friends. Everyone's hanging
very
out.
Bizarre. Yeah. They all got over that fight they all had when Emma had an eating disorder, I guess. They've moved on.
It is bizarre, yes.
It is. And then
there's a lot
Darcy's
of bizarre things in this episode.
It's kind of a weird one. It seems like someone like took the box of season 5 and then just shook it around. And we're like, and that's gonna be the last 2 episodes. And Darcy's coming to pick Spinner up after closing up his shop, which is very nice. Because I think if I was sitting outside just watching him hang out with Emma and Manny, I'd be like, I'm leaving. And then they're talking about how Darcy's going to go to Bible camp. And then somehow they get on the subject of being like, so Darcy says something along the lines of like, I'm just so glad we're both virgins. And Spinner's like, yeah, we are, but for sure. Virgins. But he's definitely not.
Yeah, he's dumb. He could have still have a girlfriend. Spoiler alert. Well, maybe
Spoiler alert. Do you like the little Jesus emblem on
that was my favorite part of this episode.
That they're like staring at.
So the foreground. I do love it. You want to take it, Rick, from after the opening credits?
Yeah, Emma, Peter, Manny are at the food court. And they're all getting food. Maybe they're going to a movie. I don't know. My favorite part of this scene is when they all get food and Emma's got whatever she's eating. Let's say it's a grilled cheese. And she just looks at it and knows like, I'm not going to eat this.
Yeah.
Or like, I have problems with this.
Sad.
They're in the calf, right?
No, they're in the mall.
Yeah, they're in the mall, but it jumps to the cafeteria like within seconds.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a weird jump.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, when Manny comes in and trying to get play people.
Yeah.
Actors.
Yeah.
Danny Van Zant wanting to see some boobage.
It was really funny when he yelled it. I wouldn't normally say that, but it was really funny when he yelled it. Take your top off. It was just so quick.
Woo!
So we are recording. This is like a few weeks prior to this airing, but last night was the Oscars, and my wife had showed me the Chris Rock clip with Will Smith. I thought it was fake because I just saw the slap, and then I think Hannah group texted and said, "Did you guys see Will Smith?"
Yeah. Well, I was watching the people and they were talking because it just kind of, Chris Rock was like, first of all, his jokes weren't that funny. Even the G.I. Jane joke he told, I was like, that wasn't that funny. And then Will Smith was like walking up, but it still kind of seemed like a little bit of a bit.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
And then he hit him pretty hard. And then
I
it started
s-
cutting out.
Yeah, I still thought that was a bit when
Mm.
he hit him, and then I had not seen the yelling that
Yeah.
followed.
Yeah, somebody in Australia said it wasn't censored there, so they like uploaded that to Twitter, which was kind of funny.
And Japan, it wasn't censored.
Silly. I think it was. I was saying to Britt, I was like, you know what? If I told a joke and somebody slapped the shit out of me, and then everybody hugged them, the person who slapped me, and then he won Best Actor, and then he gave a speech, and then more people hugged him, I was like, I would have to end. I would kill myself.
You'd go that far.
I would just be like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. No one even was mad at Will Smith for doing that, really.
I think people are
Wow.
just surprised or not sure
Yeah.
what to do or how to act.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of shock.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think I'm on Chris Rock's side.
Really?
Well,
I don't know how to feel.
the thing about it is I don't. Chris Rock did not write those jokes. You know what I
I
mean?
think so. I'm sure he helped.
No way. No way. There's
How
a
do you know
team
this?
of,
He's a writer too.
because my buddy
Is
is
Chris
a
Rock?
writer. No, my buddy is a writer for like award shows, or was, and it was like, I mean, Chris Rock might have said, "Yeah, I'll tell that joke," but like, there's no way that he wrote those jokes.
Yeah.
Okay. If your buddy who
there's a
used to work
team.
for award shows,
It
There's
doesn't
a-
surprise
there's-
me.
There's a team of people that write all that stuff.
of course, I know there's writers, but regardless, you guys.
Chris Rock did make the choice to
To
tell
tell
the
that
joke.
joke.
To tell the
Yeah.
joke.
And I think it's like kind of known that like Jada has like alopecia. So like that's that whole thing. There's like levels.
I mean, is it really that bad though?
I don't think it's that bad.
It
The only
wasn't-
thing I wish is that there had been cameras on every single person in the audience, because there were so many
Yeah.
people. I was like, I wonder what Jennifer Garner did. And I was like, I wonder what Kristen Dunst did. I'll never
Let's
know.
jump back into this episode. Sorry
Yeah.
to go off topic there, but I was curious on the aftermath of last night, what you guys thought. So let's jump into the movie theater concessions.
We've already
Alex
done
and
that.
Paige.
Oh,
What do you mean? Well, we already did that. What are you talking
I thought we were talking about it. The other movie concessions, the mall food stand. Continue. Sorry, Michael.
I'm sick of your bullshit.
Hey, I got a lot of bullshit.
Slap him!
I'm so tired.
Are you tired? Yeah,
Rick
Rick.
flew in from
Sorry.
Boise, Idaho
Yeah.
yesterday.
And boy, is his arms tired.
It would have
But he
been so
went-
bad.
He worked. He was there for a festival. So,
Yeah.
but because he loves skiing so much, he also combined it with skiing, which is, man, I give a lot of props to that. Not as much as I give props to Alex for putting all that butter in that popcorn.
It was
A
good.
lot of butter. Well, and then Hannah just yawning up a storm at 3:14 p.m.
I'm feeding off the energy. Just kidding.
I'm not
Trying to-
yawning.
I slept too long, and that's
You
like
will
the
be.
most embarrassing thing.
Alex
Fine,
gets
yeah.
fired for that little encounter.
Yeah.
And
You know
there's
what's
a new
weird?
boss. There's a new
Yeah,
boss.
Why isn't it the old boss? And the new boss has the same name as the old boss.
Marie. No, she has a
Marie?
different name.
No, different name. Okay.
Because I made sure to check, because I was like, they can't do that. But there's also a part when there was a scene where Paige and Mr. Oleander were breaking up in the food court of the mall right outside the movie theater. And Marco walks by and he goes, I just saw your old boss, Marie. What was her name? Marie?
Something like that.
It was something like that. Mary or something. Mari. It was Mari.
Good
I'll take
knowledge.
your word.
I don't know. Is that boring? Is that fun? I don't know. But this
No.
is a new lady.
So if your question, Rick, is what happened to the old boss,
Yeah.
the answer to that is got another job somewhere.
Maybe in the
Wow.
mall.
Yeah. She's probably working at the hamburger stand.
I
Well,
don't
it's
think
weird
you go
that
from that high level of management to the hamburger stand, Rick.
Yeah.
what's weird is that the new boss is just as much of a battle axe, quote unquote, as the old boss.
Yeah.
Those are the job requirements for management at a movie theater.
For teens,
ma-
yeah, work in the
yeah.
concession stand, I guess.
I feel that Alex is out of sorts in this because
Yeah.
Paige just wants to go to college. Paige
Yeah.
just wants Alex to go to the same town as the college. Paige knows that Alex can't get into the college.
She's never gonna get into the Harvard of the North. She's smart,
No.
but not like that.
No. And
Not
is
grade smart.
Is it so out of line that Paige would say, you can work at the concession stand at the Harvard of the North?
Honestly, if it's me, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
In the movie theater, Darcy and Spinner are kissing, making out, and
Neck kissing.
does Darcy say, like, are you a virgin? And he says, like, I'm the
Virginiest.
virgin. Yeah, something like that. And she gets happy.
Yeah. And she's like, well, you don't want me to make out with you, but what, Manny hugged you in the cafeteria. What was that? And Spinner was like, that's just Manny. And he's absolutely right.
That's Manny's way.
That's Manny's way.
I will say that Darcy was going ham on that neck of Spinner's.
Yeah. Confusing.
Also Spinner kind of looks like Josh Brolin in this episode.
Wow. He does look good. He looks really good and his hair looks good.
I can't get over the mole on Darcy's right eye. Over the right eye, I'm fixated on it.
Is it still there to this day?
I'm sure it is.
It's hard to not see.
Not that it's bad. I just can't stop looking at it. I feel like it could be like if she was like a super famous actress.
It's like a whole nother eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that back. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. It's rude.
Are you afraid that somebody's gonna come to your house and slap the shit out of you?
No, but just I'm trying to get better. Well, I was gonna say the exact same thing, but I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to be a little bit more nice. And I think you guys know why. It's our secret.
Because Chris Rock got slapped.
How good of a bass player? How good of a bass player do you think Alex was going to be?
How good?
Yeah.
Bad.
Why?
But maybe in a good way.
She's just talking about like, I'm living in the moment. Maybe I'm gonna start playing bass.
Oh, she does say that? Okay.
Yeah.
Good for her. I don't think she ever picks it up, so the answer would be not so good.
I know. She could be the new bass player for PMS.
Why does Spinner buy jewelry for Darcy? Is it a ring?
The promise rings.
Promise rings.
He's trying to escape the not a virgin allegations, and he's not going to. He's trying to like do anything to be a virgin again.
He would have gotten away with it.
If they didn't volunteer to do the play?
Yeah.
To like help? He's trying to fill their time, keep them busy to prevent them from the lustful thoughts of that mole above the right eye.
Well, the lustful thoughts of your girlfriend just giving you the largest hickey in the world on your neck at the mask too. Son of Mask.
Yeah, a painful boner at Son of Mask. I love when Spinner goes,
it was a chick flick.
No Clown Academy 2. That's what he says.
I love it. So now the duo of Manny and Darcy are standing. What are they talking about?
So Darcy's like, hey, if you want to be a virgin again, you can. And Manny's like, oh, I don't want to. And then she's like, oh, okay, well, anyone can change because Spinner's abstinent. And Manny's like, that's crazy because we had sex all the time. We fucked all the time. And then Darcy's like, wait, like because you two fucked? And then Manny's like, yeah, oh, no, he lied to you. We had sex all the time.
I like your version. I mean, that's exactly what she said in
that's how I hear it.
Yeah.
When that scene started, I thought there's no way that these two are not going to get into a fight.
And it does. And when the episode starts, they're fine. They're friends.
Yeah, they go racing out to her car to say, "Hey, what's up?"
People.
Yeah, but that's pre the hug.
And Manny says all the time, you're jealous of me. She says it to everyone. You're jealous. And I think she's right. Because this is another fight that starts because someone's jealous of Manny for no reason.
Well, there is a reason.
But she didn't do anything wrong.
She called her a slut. Which she called.
Yes.
Manny
no, Manny has a reason to be mad. I don't think
Yeah.
Darcy has a reason to be mad at Manny.
Darcy
No.
does have a reason.
What's the reason?
She's deflowered Spinner.
Yeah, but before they were dating.
Yeah.
Doesn't
and I'm sure
matter.
Spinner was itching to get deflowered too.
Darcy doesn't understand that.
True. But Spinner even says Manny would not have been his last. There would have been a deflowering later that summer.
Did y'all
You know what?
notice at the beginning of this scene when Spinner walks in, he walks into the song Spinning Wheel?
No.
No, that's funny though.
I was like, oh, definitely planned that Spinner walks into Spinning Wheel. I was like, it's tight.
Has Mrs. Kwan been missing for a while?
Yeah, her husband.
Yeah.
Problem.
She's
What
in
happened
jail
to her
for killing her husband. haven't
Her husband's
seen her.
sick?
She was
Yeah. Her husband was sick.
She was in the
and
last
Spinner made fun
episode.
of her.
Okay, she was.
because she just for literally a second, and she goes, "That was your last exam," and that was it. Or I don't know if that was the last episode.
Did Jimmy get a good grade? Was he all
Jimmy got an
excited?
A minus. Alex got a C.
Paige got an A, and Jimmy got an A minus, and I thought about that for a while.
For a while?
I was like, for the scene kept going, but I was like, I guess Paige is smarter than Jimmy.
I think she has natural smarts.
Yeah.
She's naturally smart. As long as she puts a little bit of effort, she's going to do well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Hannah. Life is tough, Hannah. Let me tell you. Don't have kids. Don't have kids.
Probably will.
No, you won't.
I mean, not without the help of science, but I
No.
would definitely do it. What?
Really?
Why? You don't think I should?
Yeah, you should. Have fun.
But Britt has said, she's like, I want to have all boys. And I'm like, I can't name a thing I've hated more in this world than boys. But you're right.
Why
And then I
does
was
Britt
like,
want
they're
boys?
gonna be they might be straight. And Britt was like, I know. And I was like, that would not be a world I want to live in. I think she's got a lot of like boy cousins, and she's just used to having like little boys around, which so do I.
Is she a tomboy?
I wouldn't say so. No.
Could she beat you up in a fight?
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Hannah's
Okay.
little.
I'm little and weak and like not brave.
I can't remember. It's been so long since I've only met Hannah in person once, even though I've been talking to her
Yeah.
for over 3.5 years now, every
Yeah.
week.
And I remember when we met, you got out of the car and I was like, "You're tall," and then you went, "You're short," and that was like the first
Did I
thing we
really
said.
say that?
Yeah.
I
Well, you
know.
didn't. You might not have said I'm short, but I definitely said, because I was like blown away that you two were like so fucking tall.
I
The
was so
pictures from that
excited.
event are so funny.
I was so excited for that weekend.
I know, that was so much fun. We got to go to Toronto. I do
Yeah,
think that
the
we should
weekend
do
we're
that.
talking about is Degrassi Palooza.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry again. We're going off topic. Do you want to just jump into the fight? This fight right behind me,
Sure.
the hair pull. How does it
For
rate,
sure.
Rick, with the Degrassi fights?
I'm going to say in Manny's fights, it may be the best fight, but it's not the best fight in Degrassi.
No, you don't think the Paige Manny fight is better?
Okay, the reason that this fight is better is for two reasons. One, Manny goes straight for the hair, just straight for the hair.
Yes. And
Two,
digs in.
Yeah. Two, Spinner's reaction, just going, girls.
And he shuffles his feet because I think his pants are really low. So like to get over them, he has to go like this. It's really funny.
As far as content goes, the Paige Manny fight is a better fight,
Yeah.
but overall, this is a better fight.
You know what I think might be the best fight, just for like choreography is like the Alex Emma fight from like season 2 when
I
they
don't
slam
know.
each other into those
Season
lockers.
2. It's season 4, man.
Yeah,
Is it
both.
4?
Yeah, both Dwayne and Joey's fights are better.
Oh, for sure.
A cool reaction to the fight is Liberty. Liberty has a cool like.
Liberty and Marco are having a blast over there.
The other really good part about that fight is in most of the scene, and you can see it in your screenshot. There's just that Mr. Degrassi in the background.
The ghost of Mr. Degrassi. This is what I wanted.
Hannah, the conversation with Paige, Spinner, and Marco. What are they?
It's kind of a weird scene because they talk in like little jokes. So I was like, what's going on? But Spinner's really sad, and then Spinner's like, you look like you lived through a country song. And then Spinner goes, well, my truck is fine and my dog's fine. And Paige goes, well, it must be girl trouble. And then he's like, Darcy thinks that I'm in love with Manny and it's crazy. And they're like, well, that's because you did have sex with Manny. That's basically it.
That's it. Okay. And
They don't
you,
really. They
just-
give him. They sow the seed of revirginizing, basically.
But just to confirm, Manny was Spinner's first, right? You said earlier?
Yes,
yeah.
Okay.
yes. It's confirmed slightly later in this episode.
Alex and Paige at the mall shopping for CDs. Is the conversation strictly based on college? What are they talking about?
Basically, Paige is like, I need structure. And Alex is like, let's live a little, have some fun, steal the CD.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then Paige walks out with the CD because Alex slips it in her bag.
Yeah. Yeah. And
that's
it's
not
so
nice.
embarrassing and bad and weird and sad and wrong.
Then do they go back to us? And the next scene is we're back in Friendship Club.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is Friendship Club cool with Marco all of a sudden?
Or Marco cool with them? I don't know.
Yeah. And where is Linus? Did
Ooh.
Linus get
That's a
kicked out of
really good
Friendship Club?
question. I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, well, yeah, I would go too if Linus isn't there. If Jedediah's not coming, I will go. Maybe he doesn't know.
When Spinner's revirginizing and everything's like, yay. And then he looks at Darcy and just winks. So creepy.
Who looks at Darcy
Spinner.
and winks? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Marco there? Is there any explanation? Just being a
His
friend?
explanation is like, I'm your friend, Mark Spinner, you know. I'm your
Yeah.
good friend.
He's a
I'm your good
guy.
friend. I'm your good friend that you were a blatant homophobe to 2
Oh,
years
that's-
ago.
Twice.
Right. That's right. Man, that's good. That's good stuff. What a good boy. He's a good boy. To put
Who,
up with that
Marco?
kind of abuse, yeah.
Marco's, I think, a great, like, he brings people together. He's very peaceful.
I agree. Unless you're Tim,
And Tim is gone.
that's it for him. He doesn't come back.
I don't think we'll ever see Tim again.
Wasega?
He's on Wasega. But there's no other gay people in Wasega yet. Not that we've
Yeah.
sent there.
Well, we'll see. We're still early. We're still got
You're right. You're right.
we still have 9 seasons to go.
No, you
mean,
know
may-
what? I think there is
Maybe
a gay person.
Tracker. Maybe
Maybe
Tracker.
Tracker. But then also, do you remember that guy from the episode? The guy from the episode where Spinner's trying to get Dylan and Marco to go on their first date, and there's that weird gay guy Bob who's like 30.
Yes.
Yeah.
That he's at Wasega.
Chicken hawking.
Does he
Yeah.
deserve to go to Wasega? I think you're letting anybody go now.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
He can't go.
I gotta have standards.
You too. This is a windy picnic that Darcy and Spinner are on.
All
The-
80 yard. All 80 yard.
What's ADR mean?
Automatic dialogue replacement.
Replacement. It's all everything because it's too windy.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think is in that jar? Do you think it's mayonnaise?
I mean, look.
I did the same thing. I was like,
Yeah.
peanut butter, mayonnaise, peanut butter, mayonnaise, peanut butter. And I was like, no, it can't
They
be
have
peanut butter.
Cheetos. They both have apple juice. That's got to be peanut butter. Some weird, like light colored peanut butter.
Even if
I
it
don't
is
know.
peanut butter,
It's
that's still
mayonnaise.
weird.
I just love that either a knife or a fork is just sticking out of it.
Maybe
Um,
it's like marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is.
I hope it's not mayonnaise.
There's no
mayonnaise.
way.
There's
It's too dark.
100%.
It's
What
not,
if it's
not
what if
that
it's
dark though.
what if it's mayo stirred?
Is there such a thing?
No, there's a
Dijonnaise.
there's a Mr. Show sketch where like it's like mayo stirred or mustard mayonnaise. It's two competing companies. I'll send you the YouTube link. It's really good. It's one of my
Cool.
favorite Mr. Show sketches.
Who's Mr. Show? Is that what's his face? It's
Bob Odenkirk
Bob
and David
Odenkirk.
Crosses.
Yeah.
got it.
Isn't
And
Michael
Jay-
Showalter in that too?
No, that's Stella.
No. Mm.
That's
Oh,
the state.
yeah.
That's the state. But everybody else is. So like Scott Ackerman is in it. Sarah Silverman was in it for a while.
Did you know
Jade-
Michael Showalter directed the Eyes of Tammy Faye movie? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
She said that at the Oscars, and I was like, that's insane.
What
He's
about
a
Mad
man about-
TV? You watch Mad
underappreciated.
TV?
Yeah, we've already talked about this.
I feel like we talk about Mad TV almost every app, and I do love it.
I think in my advanced age, I just don't have any memory. I'm lucky to know who you guys are.
Out of the sketch shows, though, I think it's my second least favorite.
Oh, Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall is number one, probably.
Yeah.
Mr. Show, The State. And then
SCTV's up there for me.
yeah,
for sure.
primetime stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, Fridays. One season. Didn't it just have one season?
Fridays had the best musical guest, though. So
Oh, that's true. Mad TV, I think, is great. I just started watching some stuff on YouTube. Bobby Lee, everything Bobby Lee is so good.
He is so good.
Yes. You know what skit that is? Yes. Okay. Where are we? Where's Jay? Why is Jay here?
he's watching a movie with Alex's boyfriend, mom's boyfriend. Or
Yeah, which is
at
so
baseball
weird.
game.
So he just
That
hangs out.
alone, a reason not to be dating him.
He's friends with Alex's mom and boyfriend. So what is the conversation like? What are they discussing? He
They're
looks
just
so
discuss-
old, by the way.
I know, I wrote that down. They're discussing that Alex and Paige just broke up, and that he jokes like, "Oh, you want a little rebound?" And she's like, "I'm not bi, I'm not straight, I'm a lesbian. This is my first girlfriend
Period.
breakup."
Yeah.
And then Jay becomes a nice guy and says, "I'm sorry." And that's the first time I've ever meant it.
She says, "That's the first time you said sorry, and I've never believed you." And I was like, "Wow, this is great. Good for them."
Do they talk longer? Is it
No,
conclude
they
with
just
anything?
they just hang out and watch the little television.
Yeah, I guarantee they just smoke a joint and watch Mad TV.
Yeah, it's not like what's about to happen to Paige's ex-girlfriend.
Paige,
What's
messy.
Paige and at the dot? What's their conversation? Paige and Spinner are talking.
Well, they're just
What's
talking
happening
about how
here?
they both Spinner comes out and is like, "Welcome to Splitsville. Welcome to Splitsville."
I think like, okay, Alex is clearly having a hard time with the breakup, and Darcy's clearly having a hard time. I think Spinner and Paige are like sociopaths who don't really care that much that they got broken up with,
Yeah, probably.
or that they broke up with their partners, I guess. I think Paige went there to make out with him.
So Spinner broke up with Darcy.
Yeah.
no.
He said, "I'll never be clean enough." And then gave her the
Oh,
ring.
that's true. But Darcy
But
was
I-
going to break up with Spinner anyway.
Yeah.
Why does Spinner and Paige end up kissing? Is it just that fiery passion of season 2
Yeah. Well, they want
or
to
season 1?
They want to fuck.
And that's
They're
how
about to
we.
graduate too. I think they're
Yeah.
like old times.
and then it freeze frames on them kissing and pulling apart, but still not pulling apart with like, oh no, what we do? Pulling apart, going, yes,
Yeah.
this is awesome. But how awesome is High Fidelity Part 2 gonna be?
Have you watched it yet?
Not for years, but
the last couple episodes we've had to watch, I just keep watching because I can't stop. And then I get into season 6 and I'm like, I have to stop because then I just get confused.
it's gonna be awesome. If the screenshot that leads into High Fidelity Part 2 is real, if I'm not dreaming this,
What is it?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Ashley.
Ashley, yeah. It's real.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
I guess we'll have to talk about it next week. But yeah.
Okay. Have a good day. Be good. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.